We are on number 6, Think Well. Remember, we do these things, keep ourselves motivated and on track because most of us know what we need to do. And there's a million apps and things to help you do it, but then you still got to do it. So some of that's being motivated. And so we like to go through all our workshops over and over again because unfortunately, being healthy is being repetitive and doing the right thing. So that's why we have the Back to Life system, which involves a checklist that if you would follow, you would create a habit and you'd be healthy. So this is where we started off last time. Remember all things we talk about. If there's any kind of test that you want to see, if you need help in this area, is at backtolifechiropracticky.com, backtolifechiropracticky.com. So we're going to start our 5 minutes now. So last time we stopped off about the subconscious mind and that, you can have a stress cycle start to happen just by perceiving something. It doesn't even have to be something that's happening to you. It's just perceived stress. And I think that's why you see so many people with stress now. But this is one of my favorite studies because we're going to run these studies of why we need to think well. So functional MRI results. Positive empowering thoughts originate from the left prefrontal lobe cortex. And then the negative anxious thoughts originate from the right side prefrontal cortex. And so it's interesting because the research with this showed that let's say all of a sudden I decide I'm going to be positive and I'm not going to think any negative thoughts. So I can, I turn off my stress cycle we talked about earlier in another video series that you can watch on our YouTube channel. But so you actually have to think. So let's say you're thinking negative, like, oh, I don't look well, I'm not pretty or something. Then you actually were going to stop that negative thought. Then you would think, you have to think the positive stuff. So I was always taught to cancel, and then say, I am beautiful, God made me beautiful, God made me beautiful. And you have to say something that's going to actually stop that. So you actually have to do it because the MRI studies actually show that they just kept firing and firing. Even if you decided, I'm not going to be negative anymore, you actually have to do the opposite. So I think it's real important. So that's one of the reasons why we do the gratitude journal. We actually have the transformation journal. So if you go to the Back to Life Chiropractic KY system, we actually have the transformation journal that you can download, but it actually makes you think of affirmations. It actually makes you write down all the things that you are happy and grateful for. And so it's just nice to be able to sit down and write it down. And you actually still want to write because writing is actually a sympathetic nervous system. It's a parasympathetic activity that actually helps you calm down. So you actually want to do that. So what we suggest is, you can start, if you don't want to go to backlifechiropracticky.com and get the transformation journal, you can actually just start a little journal, and you just write down at the end of your day just what you're grateful for in your heart, and then you can go to sleep. So the Back to Life Chiropractic KY actually has the transformation journal, which I think is like one of the better systems that you can use to actually start to block the negative thoughts and actually get the positive thoughts flowing. So forgiveness, Mayo Clinic and Fibromyalgia 5 rules. Forgiveness has nothing to do with anybody else. And it's all about you. Break the chains. Forgive the other person. Doesn't mean approval. You're forgiving him for your sake, not for his. This person is still controlling your life. Give him permission to forgive me. Get rid of the connection so that person isn't still controlling you. Forgive yourself. Learn the lesson. Nothing happens to you if it happens for you. Grateful for the opportunity to learn and wish the other person well. So one of the big things that we've noticed is you see this a lot in alternative medicine. Unforgiveness leads to a bad stress cycle and to ill health. Some people even believe it leads to cancer and things like that. So one of the things you want to do is actually you want to forgive people that have harmed you. So one of the things we do is have people write down all the people that they need to forgive, and write that down, and then write down the reason why, and then we actually like dig a hole and we actually burn it and put it in there. So, but the main thing is you want to always start, you always want to be forgiving people and the other person. So but that actually stops a lot of the stress cycle and a lot of the things that cause disease. So diaphragmatic breathing. So one of the things that you can do to stop this is to actually do diaphragmatic breathing. So and one of the nice CDs that you can download from the internet is this Peace of Mind breathing and free meditations by Yanni. But but you inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And you breathe deeply into your abdomen, feel expand to a count of 4. Pause for a count of 1, and then you exhale slowly for a count of 4, allowing tension to release. And then you just keep doing this, hopefully 4 to 6 cycles. Then you starting to feel relaxed. So there's our 5 minutes. But this is really important, and you're seeing people have apps and things that actually tell you when to breathe. So, but it's just nice. It's on our checklist. You should be doing it, throughout the day. I usually do it like when I do my breaks and eat. I'll do diaphragmatic breathing. So, and one of the things that you can figure out if you need to do this is when you look at the back to life categories, the nervous system. If you failed your nervous, like if you're a thermal scan or your pulse wave test, then you need to start doing the breathing exercises. So, and then we actually have the heart math coherence coach at our office that will actually show you your autonomic nervous system and how it's functioning and your pulse rate as you're breathing, and show you if you're doing it properly. That's all we have for this week. So remember, if you go to Back to Life Chiropractic, ky.com, to the events section, it tells you which workshops are coming up.